CBC is the most trusted news source in Canada. It's so trusted, in fact, that even though Pierre Poilievre said that the CBC was Trudeau propaganda, yesterday in the House of Commons, he cited a CBC news scoop investigating Trudeau's Caribbean vacation with wealthy donors. So CBC is Trudeau propaganda, but then when they write an article about Trudeau making him look bad, Pierre's like, oh yes, look at this information that I got from the CBC. Don't look at that. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. The CBC being trusted by at least 57% of Canadians. The next highest English language news source being CTV at 44%. It should be known that Canadians don't really trust right-wing news, including the National Post, Rebel News, Fox News, and the Post-Millennial. And there's also a correlation between the level of disinformation somebody receives and believes and their likelihood for voting for the Conservative Party. And the way that they determined the level of disinformation was asking them questions such as whether or not they believe that the election was stolen from Donald Trump, or whether or not they believe that there are like microchips in vaccines. The more disinformed a voter is, the more likely that they are to vote for the Conservatives or for the PPC. And so even though the CBC is the most trusted news source in Canada, there might be a political reason as to why Pierre wants to defund it, even though he cites CBC himself.